Hello everybody, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So I wanted to make this video to make you aware of what's going down in Denmark starting in 2025. Okay, so Denmark has taken a stand against carbon emissions, and they have decided the way that they are going to address their carbon problem is literally to tax farmers who have any type of livestock. Now, it's kind of like a fourfold plan, even though they say it's a threefold plan. I see it as a fourfold. They're going after farmers in two ways. One, they're going to tax the diddly squat noggins off you people. If you've got cattle, sheep, goats, rabbits, chickens, you're going to be taxed for each and every one of them and how much carbon those animals are expelling. Two, they want to take your farmland from you and put anywhere from 20 to 40% of all farmland back into forest. Now, it might sound amazing, right? But then here is the biggest question, and I feel like I may be the only person asking this. How are you going to feed people? Do you guys realize how much food Denmark exports? It's a huge moneymaker for Denmark. In fact, what else are they known for? That's a good question, right? So you've got, say, about a fifth of your population, that the working population that is, into some form of farming, and now you're basically shutting it down. So what are they doing? They're trying to get everybody to transition into plant-based vegan foods. And they are pumping billions of dollars into forcing the Danish people to stop farming and start eating fake foods. And it's shocking to me. It's so shocking to me, because understand this, plant-based doesn't always mean it's only plant. It means it's a mixture of plants and synthetics and chemicals and all kinds of nastiness that you may not even be aware that you're eating. The Danish people, who were once known to be so youthful looking, so healthy, are going to start looking like Americans. They're going to be overweight. They're going to have toxins in their food. I just see mass starvation coming for the entire world with this ridiculous carbon emission nonsense. Why don't we stop jacking with the food systems and start going after what really is causing the issues with our climate? Geoengineering, cloud seeding, HARP. I mean, how about governments and corporations stop shooting silver nitrate and other nonsense into our skies that then comes down in toxic soup rains that gets absorbed by our water and into our, absorbed by our soil and then run off into our water systems. Now, I myself am an organic, no-till, sustainable farmer. So I don't use chemical fertilizers, but I do understand that a huge amount of large farms do. Over 90% of farmers worldwide use some form of toxin, because chemical fertilizer, folks, I'm sorry. I know you've been lied to your whole life, but it's time to take the blinders off. They are toxic to the earthworms, to everything, including all the pesticides and the fungicides. I mean, everything is so out of whack. And it does take a couple of years to convert over to an organic, permaculture, sustainable, regenerative, functioning farm. But you can do it. You can't do it overnight. And they have this goal in mind that they're basically going to have, like, I'm not joking, 20 to 40% of their farms are going to be totally gone in the next calendar year. And I just don't think the people running these countries are truly worried about what it's going to do to world hunger, okay? And how are you going to replace the income for these family farms that have been there 100, 200 years? What are those people now going to do for income? And who is giving all these countries this money to transition into these not growing food farms? I'm just asking. There's so many questions and so many people just buy into this. They just clap like, oh, yay, we're going to get rid of the cows. It's going to be great. Cows have been here forever, folks. Animals have been on this earth with us forever. Really think about it. Can you really be that brainwashed? Can you? So, you're for killing all these animals if you're for not allowing people to farm. Because do you know what they do when they say, okay, we're gonna get rid of 40% of the cattle in Ireland? Do you know what that means when they say, okay, Ireland has now reduced their cattle herds by 40%? They killed them. They killed the cattle. And the question still remains, did you let people actually eat that meat, or did you just kill them to kill them? So all this vegan nonsense, it's shocking to me, because to be able to grow the amount of vegetables that it would take to feed 7 billion people on this world, it's astronomical to have enough protein to feed 7 billion people solely from vegetables. And without livestock to fertilize the soil, you must depend on chemical fertilizers. So you're not getting rid of the chemicals. They're still going to be in the process. And the chemicals are what's causing the issues. It's not the act of farming. People have got to wrap their minds around that. And our soils worldwide are depleted of nutrients because of the chemical fertilizers. So you're going to be given food to eat that has no nutritional density, and it's not going to be enough to keep you from feeling like you're starving to death. So if you're for this, I want you to explain to me, how are you going to feed 7 billion people? Like, comment, subscribe. I think this is absolutely crazy. I don't know, you guys. It's just nuts. Go Denmark. Take your beautiful country and your beautiful people and turn them into America. Go Denmark.